कहानियाँ सिर्फ किताबों में नहीं होती, कभी कभी एक कॉफ़ी मग पे भी बच जाती हैं। नमस्ते and welcome to my little corner of the internet. Today we are taking a humble IKEA mug and transforming it into something straight out of a bibliophile's dream, a tiny bookshelf perched right on your mug. Hi, I'm Rupashri, a clay artist from India and the heart behind the Bookish Pandora, my cozy homegrown business where I craft miniature worlds inspired by books, quotes, and a whole lot of love. If you adore stories, handcrafted clay art, and everything warm, whimsical, and wonderfully bookish, you are absolutely in the right place. And hey, if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and save this video so you never miss a bit of handmade magic again. So we are starting with a basic IKEA mug. Just make sure it's clean, dry, and grease free. I've picked a sage green one since it will contrast beautifully with the bookshelf colors we'll be adding. For this project, I'll be using a clean tissue blade to cut the clay precisely, along with a few sculpting tools to add textures and details to the clay later. These tools are super handy and easily available online. For this project, I'm using a mix of earthy, autumn-inspired clay shades, all warm, cozy tones that I absolutely love. And okay, confession time, I got a little too excited and rolled out one of the clays before hitting record. So we're jumping in a tiny bit ahead, but don't worry, I'll walk you through everything. The shade I'm using here is called Latte by Sculpey and I absolutely love it. With the help of a blade, we cut out an arch shape from this rolled sheet. This is actually going to act as the back panel or base of the miniature bookshelf. And then we press it down firmly from all the sides on the surface of the mug so that it sticks really well. Please ensure to remove any air bubbles that might have been trapped at this point. We are now going to add some partitioning to the bookshelf. So with the help of the blade, we make indentations on the back panel which will mimic the shelf's partitioning. Once we have made the partitioning, we then pick up another sculpting tool to make textures of the wood grain on the clay. Just light strokes across the surface to mimic the look of the natural wood. Slight strokes from one side to another. Don't apply too much pressure at this point because we're going to make more indentations, more marks to mimic natural wood later on. So with the help of this pointy tool, I just call it that, we make little indentations by applying slight pressure, not too much, otherwise you'll end up tearing the clay apart. So just make sure that you are applying little pressure here and there. So once the texture is in place, I take another sheet of the same colored clay and I cut out really thin strips out of this clay. We now take these strips and start enclosing the shelf from all sides. I begin with the top and then move on to the sides, creating a nice clean frame that gives structure to the shelf. It makes it look complete and neat. And see, this is how it looks. Clean, nice, neat, right? Next, I'm using these chalk pastels from brand Brewstro in warm earthy tones to add a bit more depth to the shelf. I've linked the exact pastel set I'm using in the description box. Make sure to check out. I like to use a makeup brush for shading purpose. I really like them since it's super fluffy and doesn't hold on to too much pigment. Shading the bookshelf with these pastels really helps bring out the texture and gives the shelf a slightly aged and rustic look. Exactly what we are going for here. Next, I am bringing in the miniature books. These have been already prepped for this video to save time. If you're curious about how I make these, stay tuned. I'll be uploading a separate tutorial soon with all the details. I now start placing the books on the shelves. randomly of course here and there to make the bookshelf look full and whimsical. किताबों को सजा के रखना जैसे किसी पुराने दोस्त को दिल में जगह देना। हर कवर में छुपा है एक मौसम, एक कहानी, और हर स्पाइन पर लिखा है कोई अनकहा फसाना। ध्यान से लगाना उन्हें शेल्फ की गोद में, जैसे माँ अपने बच्चे को सुलाती हो रात में। कुछ ऊंचे कुछ नीचे, पर सबका अपना ठिकाना। हर एक किताब है इस छोटी सी दुनिया का फसाना। जहाँ जगह बच जाए वहाँ कोई पुराना बुकमार्क रख देना, या सूखी पंखुड़ी जो किसी याद की तरह अब भी महकती हो। And now it's time to add some greens to the bookshelf. Make the leaf of the plant. I've taken 2 shades of green here. The darker green is going to go inside and the lighter green is going to be the rim of the leaf, the boundary of the leaf. Once I've rolled out the darker green shade, I enclose it within the lighter green shade and pinch it from one side so as to give it the shape of a leaf. And then I cut out really thin slices from this cane, this polymer cane that we have just prepared. I cut out really thin slices out of it. अब पत्ते तो बना लिए लेकिन गमला तो बनाया नहीं. So now it's time to make the planter, the pot of the plant. So for that I have taken another brown shade of the clay and just cut it out into a shape of the gamala, the planter, the pot. All you have to do is cut a small triangle and then cut off the head of the triangle so as to give it a shape of a trapezium. That's all that you have to do. And then it's time for the leaves. So we arrange all the leaves one by one. You can increase the stack of the leaves as per your liking. I just thought that maybe doing one line is better for this kind of design. I didn't want it to look really overcrowded. So once this plant was added to the shelf, I thought maybe we could add one more little plant to this. So I thought maybe a cactus would do. So here is how I make a cactus. And then, my dear friends, I thought maybe a cute typewriter would look really nice on this bookshelf. Wow, so look at that.
I searched
the internet.
Actually, I went to Pinterest and
so speaking of elements, I also thought of
adding a
really
cute
little
design
to the shelf
of a typewriter, and that is what I've tried to make here. There's just specific instructions over this. Maybe just watch and see how I made this. Just look at the details, how beautiful all of them look together. So once all our elements are in place, we now have to bake the mug in an OTG at about 130 degrees centigrade for about 25 to 30 minutes. Once the mug had completely cooled down, I took it out of the OTG and did some detailing with gold acrylic on the spine of the books and some detailing on the plants too. So sorry I forgot to document this part for the video, but anyway, here we are. A beautiful bookshelf perching right on your mug. If you like this video, let me know in the comments below and don't forget to like, subscribe and share.